Craig Lutz, car number 46, will lead this field around. Justin Bonsignor, car number 51. Timmy Salamito, car number 16, is due. He's been very good here all day in that car. He finished third the last time we were here. Doug Kobe. What a dominating performance here at Riverhead Raceway. Contact with Salamito. Kobe went from the back to about 7th or 8th last time here. Tom Rogers Jr. has taken over car number 82 for this event from Woody Pitcat. The Danny Watts Motorsports, number 82.
55-time career winner here in the Whelen All-American Series Modifieds.
And Rogers always qualifies well, but always misses a driver's meeting and ends up having to start in the back. So this is one of the first times where Rogers will start up front. He normally puts on a show, but runs out of car.
Tommy joked with us earlier that not only would he be at the driver's meeting, but just in case he was a second or two late, he had a cardboard cutout of himself at the driver's meeting, just in case.
He's always working on his own car. That's why he misses the driver's meeting.
Yeah, he's got Jared Zeltman and the Watts team behind him here today.
We're going to go one more time around.
Buzz Chew Chevrolet Silverado pace truck from Buzz Chew Chevrolet in Southampton. Going to duck to the infield for the 64th time since 1985. The Miller Lite 200 with the cars and stars of the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tours going green at Riverhead Raceway.
Lutz started the race a little sideways, goes up the hill, and Craig Lutz comes to the lead, brings Timmy Salamito on the inside, car number 16. Salamito in the corner a ton. Salamito and Bonsignor side by side. They battle for position number 2 as Doug Kobe rides in the 4th spot. Car number 51, Justin Bonsignor will come to the 2nd spot. Timmy Salamito settles in for 3rd. Gary McDonald, car number 26, with a problem. Caution flag down for car number 26, Gary McDonald.
Caution flag out, right front rolled off the bead of Gary McDonald, making his first start of the season. And there you got a good look of how a NASCAR modified tire rolls off a rim. I don't think he had any contact. I think it just came off the bead. The Lakeland Landscape Supply Company over on Ocean Avenue in Ronkonkoma. Gary is the owner and proprietor of Lakeland Landscape Supply, Steve, and he's got his helmet off, so there may be more to what I assume to be the tire rolling off the bead. Yeah, he's done. He's taken his safety equipment off. But as we mentioned, owning the Lakeland Landscaping Supply, it's a spring and summer-driven business. And you got to make a living first before you can go racing. And you can see by McDonald's demeanor that he is not happy.
It looks like he might be waiting for somebody just to, yep. Somebody he's not happy with. Looking at Dave Salzarulo.
Really?
Yeah.
Might be the first time anybody's been mad at Salzarulo in his career. Young fans taking in the action. Craig Lutz, you see him here on the screen. Riverhead Building Supply machine of Russell and Jeffrey Goodale. He has spent a good amount of time, as you mentioned earlier in the show, Steve, here at Riverhead Raceway with the family car for the Whelen All-American Series events, trying to get dialed in.
I think it's more about him getting dialed in than the car.
Well, and they just like the race.
Yeah, because he runs. This is an LFR car. He runs a Troyer car here in the family car. But I think it's more for him, for his reflexes. Remember this: Craig Lutz, his father, raced here at Riverhead Raceway, but Craig Lutz never raced here. He ran go-karts here, but then he went to the Waterford Speed Bowl and ran their SK Modified division.
And
so he never
ran
here on a regular basis at Riverhead. So
very fair point.
The more time they could get here, being literally they live 15 minutes from here, the more time they could get on this raceway, just to get him more accustomed to it, the better.
Neil being doubled up.
We're going to try and double this field up.
I believe Melissa Byfield has retired her number 01 to the pit area, essentially a start and park here
We're going to
today.
go green here, Bob Finan. Lutz and Bonsignor are going to try it again. 8 laps down in this event. Plenty to go. Lutz smokes the tires. He'll go up the hill. And Craig Lutz back to the lead. Timmy Salamito to the inside of Bonsignor. He's sideways. Bonsignor rolls the top groove in car number 51. Justin Bonsignor, Timmy Salamito, side by side. Salamito to second. Kobe to the inside of Bonsignor. Doug Kobe, they make contact. Bonsignor with the right front into the fence. Bonsignor falling back through the field right now. Oh, he and Kobe make contact. Around goes Doug Kobe. Caution flag down.
And I think that Justin Bonsignor not too happy with Doug Kobe. Kobe forced Bonsignor into the cement coming down the front straightaway. And I think Bonsignor said, how do you do, to Doug Kobe as a reminder of his ushering Bonsignor into the cement.
A long way for Kobe to go. The thing is, it's early. Right there, you can see the contact between Bonsignor and Kobe. If they backed it up, you could see the contact on the front stretch.
Yeah, this is not the first time they met.
Right. Doug Kobe got high, and Bonsignor was in the fence on the front straightaway. Then they made contact in turn number 4. So back up front, car number 46, Craig Lutz, your race leader. He'll have a new driver alongside of him in car number 16, Timmy Salamito. Salamito with a good start to this event. Ronnie Silk has come to third. Tom Rogers Jr. in the Danny Watts Motorsports, number 82, is fourth. Johnson Bonsignor will be fifth. Patrick Emmerling, sixth. Eric Goodell, seventh. Kyle Soper, eighth. Chuck Hosfeld, ninth. Chris Young Jr., 10th. Craig Lutz, car number 46, your race leader. He's had a great 2019 campaign. Salamito now to the outside of Craig Lutz. Ronnie Silk to third. Tom Rogers Jr. to fourth. 18 laps down, 19 at the line, and we are green. Lutz and Salamito. Here comes Silk to the inside. Silk gets the door shut. They're rough up front early. Silk to the inside of Salamito. Salamito needs to settle in here on the top and try and use that outside groove.
That is the preferred groove here. Oh, Silk
Way
up the hill. Rogers to third. And he's eyeballing an inside move on Silk up the back straightaway. Bonsignor under Salamito. Salamito has lost 3 spots here.
He just got shuffled. Eric Goodale, car number 58, on the move to the inside of the 07 of Patrick Emmerling. Goodale looking to come to 6th. Goodale and Emmerling having a battle. Up front, Craig Lutz leads the way by about 2 car lengths over Ronnie Silk in car number 85, the 82 of Tom Rogers Jr. starting to set up to the inside to try and make a pass on Ronnie Silk. Rogers with a good run. Problems for Sammy Ramu. Caution will come down.
Almost the very same spot that Gary McDonald came to a rest.
Almost the very same spot where Ramu hit the wall in the time trials.
That thing is he knocked out the radiator.
Right front's done.
The right front is cooked. They may not have wrecked. They may not have wrecked that. That may have been brake fluid smoke. And Ramu.
Unfortunate for Sammy Ramu in car number 06. Did not see how he got there.
Nope. Craig Lutz, your race leader. Ramu to the pits. .27 of 200 down in the Miller Lite 200 here tonight at Riverhead Raceway. We have a 100-lap Whelen All-American Series NASCAR Modified feature event on tap next week, Steve. On Whelen Engineering First Responders Night, 50% off. Adult admission at the general admission gates for all firefighters, law enforcement, military, and EMT personnel. That offer again, 50% off, $15 admission versus $30 for that 100-lap modified event and a first responders race, figure 8 stock cars, and a whole bunch more next Saturday, September 14th, right here at Riverhead Raceway.
In our last 2 weeks of regular competition here at Riverhead Raceway, we've had 2 first-time modified winners. Dylan Sleppy 2 weeks ago in the Eastport Feeds number 70. The RP Landscape, Rob Pelis owned number 70. And last week, for his first career victory, in the Ken Hagee Motorsports number 33, C.J. Lehman.
By the way, speaking of young guns, congratulations to Giovanni Bramante, who is here tonight.
Is he?
Mike Capio told me he'd be here tonight as being named the driver for the Reichert Group, Visconti Motorsports number 74 in the K&N Pro Series.
That's a good marriage.
It is.
Still, you know, John provides excellent equipment. And Gio is just, what a race car driver that kid's turned out to be. So I'll be interested to watch that.
And I'll tell you what, he took the Anthony Campy Motorsports Southern Late model to many wins. And, of course, Anthony Campy, part of the family that used to own and promote Freeport Stadium. So it all ties into Long
together,
Island.
Yep.
It does.
Craig Lutz, your race leader. Ronnie Silk to second. Here comes Tom Rogers Jr. to third. 30 laps down, 31 at the line. 169 remain. Lutz, here comes Rogers. Tom Rogers Jr. with a move to the inside. Rogers up the hill will come to the lead. Timmy Salamito into the back bumper of Rogers. Rogers straightens out and they get back underway. So Tom Rogers Jr. in the Dan Watts Motorsports number 82 comes to the lead. Timmy Solomito is second. Justin Bonsignor is third. Bonsignor feeling the heat on the outside from Craig Lutz. What Lutz needs to do here is settle in. He's got himself a good race car. He got moved up the racetrack. He's got to ride here. Save that car. We're early on, 35 laps into this event. And Tom Rogers Jr. is your race leader. Timmy Solomito is second. Justin Bonsignor third. Oh, Goodale into the wall on the backstretch. He continues on. Eric Goodale, car number 58, had rubbed the outside wall. He's along with Chuck Hosfeld. Goodale, not happy, I think, with the 15 car. Hosfeld, able to pull by Goodale.
Eric's got to get back in his rhythm and forget the vengeance for the moment.
Goodale's got a good car here today also. Problem for Timmy Catalano and Dave Sapienza. They've met. Sapienza falls all the way to the rear. Chris Young into the back of Eric Goodale. Back up front. Car number 82, Tom Rogers Jr. leads the way. Car number 16, Timmy Solomito is second. Car number 51, Justin Bonsignor is third. Laps down. Problems for Ken Heggie in car number 18. Problem with the right front on that car. Heggie's going to try and get down and out of the way here. Your leaders approach. Oh, Heggie into Salzarulo. Rogers able to get by. Heggie was trying to get to the infield. Tom Rogers Jr. leads the way. Timmy Solomito is second. Justin Bonsignor is back to third. Craig Lutz is fourth and challenging Bonsignor. And Lutz has a really good race car. Needs to take his time and be patient here. Try to get back to the front. 46 laps down. Tom Rogers Jr. and Timmy Solomito have had many the battle here at Riverhead Raceway on a Saturday night. Rogers leads the way. Solomito is second. Solomito just settling in here.
Well, you watch this race, and you watch the third, fourth, and fifth place drivers of Bonsignor, Lutz, and Silk, and you just think to yourself, they're going to have something to say about the outcome and the victor in this Miller Lite 200.
Doug Kobe spun earlier, has worked his way back to the 17th spot.
And that may not sound like a lot, folks, but here at Riverhead Raceway, with an extended green flag run, worked your way back to 17th is an understatement.
Eric Goodale, car number 58, trying to get by Chuck Hosfeld once again. More of a target than that once he gets by Hosfeld.
Yeah, well, Hosfeld trying to size up. Remember, Hosfeld ran his first NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour event of 2019 last week at the Oswego Speedway, where he has run many a lap in the Racing Champions Asphalt Modified Series.
I gotta tell you, my friend, not a bad ride. 29th to 15th, J.R. Bertuccio.
Yeah, no, Bertuccio,
He is coming through this field.
he's got Kobe all over his back bumper. And of course, Kobe running for his unprecedented 6th Whelen Modified Tour Championship. Kobe tightening up on the Gershon Recycling number 12. That car, Bertuccio's been loose all day. It's tightened up under the darker, cooler conditions.
unable to make the pass on Bertuccio.
Tom Rogers Jr. You got to wonder if, is he going too hard too soon? Tom Rogers Jr., Horton Avenue Materials, number 82. Leading the Flamingo Motorsports, number 16, at Timmy Salamito. Third, the Phoenix Communications, number 51, at Justin Bonsignor. Fourth, the Riverhead Building Supply, number 46, at Craig Lutz. Fifth, the Stewart's Automotive, number 85, of Ron Silk. Sixth, Stallings, number 07, of Patrick Emerling. The Eastport Feeds, number 15, to Kyle Soper, is seventh. Eighth, Chuck Hosfeld. Gershaw Recycling, number 21. Ninth, the GAF Roofing Supplies, number 58, of Eric Goodale. And 10th, Contract Farmer Cal, number 49, for Chris Young. "64 laps of the 200 in the books."
Craig Lutz now starting to feel the heat from Ronnie Silk, number 85. Your race leader, Tom Rogers Jr., pulling away.
Too much too soon, though, Steve.
It could be. It could be, but it's awful tough to back it down. Rogers.
Now, this car won a short track event earlier this year.
Yes.
In May. The modified tour returned to Wall Stadium.
Kyle Soper, car number 15, currently runs 7th. He's got 7 feature event wins here at Riverhead Raceway. Doing a great job thus far. He's one of those drivers likes to lurk in the weeds. But about 50 to go. If he's got anything left, he'll give it to you. In the Wayne and Joette and Anderson owned number 15.
Extended green flag run here, Steve.
Car number 21, Chuck Hosfeld. The LFR. Gershaw Recycling, number 21, Hosfeld. Currently runs in the 8th spot. Car number 58, Eric Goodale in tow. Goodale had a good car early here.
Gotta wonder, you see that cement ring on the right front tire, if he had knocked the toe out a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure he has.
He's on the Hosfeld now. But Hosfeld closes the door and catches Goodale's knuckles in the door. Nerf bar to Nerf bar. And Goodale will bring the GAF Roofing Supply Riverhead Building entry past Hosfeld for position.
And we could be wrong, but we think Goodale not happy with the 15 of Kyle Soper, who's the next car in front of him as we look at Chris Young in car number 49, a regular here at the Riverhead Raceway.
Doing a good
Riverhead
job.
Building Supply number 49, Young, runs in the 10th spot.
Graduate of Purdue University, a Boilermaker, now working on his master's degree at Hofstra University.
Tom Rogers Jr. enjoying a huge lead right now by about 4 car lengths over Timmy Salamito. Seven laps down. Car number 54, Tommy Catalano. Currently sits in the 11th spot. A little loose there on exit. John Beatty Jr., car number 5.
Lap cars going 2 by 2 in front of your race leader off turn 4. Wade Cole and Blake Barney. Cole makes a left, gives Rogers room. Check that, Calvin Carroll.
Tom Rogers Jr. attempting to lap Calvin Carroll. Could be getting frustrated here.
Yeah, you can't have that 35 lap mentality right now. Well, 50 lap mentality as it is.
I mean, Rogers is about to, that's the 19th place car that Rogers is lapping. He's about to come to your 18th place car.
Danny Watts, a former driver here at Riverhead Raceway and on the Whelen Modified Tour. separated, parted ways friendly with Woody Pitcat. Pitcat will take over the EH Racing #1 of Eddie Harvey at the Musket 250. The next race for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, September 21st and 22nd at the Magic Mile, New Hampshire Speedway. Kobe to 13th. He needs more cautions. The last guy that needs this extended green flag run right now is the driver of the Mayhew Tools, #2, Doug Kobe. Salamito, Bonsignor Lutz. I don't know.
Toby's starting to make his way back through this field to the 13th spot in car #2. But Tom Rogers Jr. There's some clear racetrack now for Timmy Salamito and Rogers. Salamito looks to be reeling him in.
He sure does. Timmy Salamito, a 20-time career feature event winner here at Riverhead Raceway. That ties him for 18th on the all-time win list with Howie Brody. 3 of those 20 wins are Whelen Modified Tour events. The remainder are Whelen All-American Series contests. By the way, you'd have to look back to 2013 to find the last time a non-Long Island resident won a NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour event here at Riverhead Raceway. 2013, the year Priest Lightning, Ryan Priest, swept the 2 stops of the Modified Tour when the track was owned by Barbara and Jim Cromartie.
Greg Lutz feeling the pressure from car #85, Ronnie Silk.
Bonsignor starting to turn the heat up on his old Eastern Kart Racing Association buddy Timmy Salamito.
Right now, the way we're laid out, we can continue a long green flag run here. And we're almost at halfway. And Rogers is pulling away.
Bonsignor knows, if you're watching this battle here on Fans Choice TV, that it's go time. Getting to the halfway mark. I think he'd like to break out front and maybe control the pace of this race. Right now, Rogers perhaps making them run harder than they'd all like to run. And of course, the lack of cautions definitely making them run harder and longer than they'd all like.
Tom Rogers Jr. to the back bumper of J.R. Bertuccio. Bertuccio, currently 17th. And Rogers disposes of him. Timmy Salamito runs second. Justin Bonsignor is third. Fourth is Craig Lutz. Fifth is Ronnie Silk. Sixth, with a great run, Patrick Emmerling. Seventh is Kyle Soper. Soper is starting to reel in that top 7 in car number 15.
Emmerling will be busy next week when the Race of Champions Asphalt Series heads on over to the Lancaster Speedway in upstate New York, a facility that almost didn't reopen this year, but some last-minute deals, some wheeling dealing, and Joe Stotnicki and his Asphalt Race of Champions circuit will be at the Lancaster Speedway next Saturday evening, September the 14th.
John Beatty Jr. has moved to the inside.
Boy,
Chuck
Lutz,
Cosmel.
Lutz, Stewart, and Emmerling are in a quagmire of lap traffic. They're in the hornet's nest. Silk in the Stewart 85. Hosfeld, Beatty side by side for ninth. Hosfeld getting the grip on the outside, Beatty. Oh, and look who's to 11th. The Mayhew Tools, number 2, Doug Colby. So it's a 3-car tilt for 9th through 11th.
Of Tom Rogers Jr. continues to set the pace.
Bonsignor has backed off, or Solomito has gotten away from Bonsignor. Depends on who you talk to.
There's only 90 laps to go now. They are clicking them off here. Tom Rogers Jr. in heavy lap traffic as he's to the back bumper of Robbie Summers.
Soper about to catch Patrick Emmerling for 6th.
Soper could be one of the faster cars on the raceway right now. As he ran that whole entire group down.
Oh, Rogers is talking about it.
Here comes Solomito.
Talk about a driver in the Hornet's nest, Tom Rogers Jr. Doesn't know if he should zig or zag. Oh. And right in front of your leaders, Chris Pastriak and Rob Summers got together. And I believe Chris Young may have some damage out of that. Nope, he does not.
Tom Rogers Jr., that last restart early on in this event before this long green flag run. Lutz up the hill. Rogers underneath him was able to come to the lead in car number 82. Timmy Solomito. Car number 16. To second. J.R. Bertuccio, car number 12, will receive the free pass. Get his lap back. Pastriak to the pits. What a ride for the Dan Watts Racing. Number 82 of Tom Rogers Jr., a regular here at the Riverhead Raceway, 55 career wins in a modified. And Rogers has had a great run. During our broadcast here, we keep saying, just wondering, is he too good too early? Still, 80 laps remain in this event. 81 actually this time by. Bertuccio pulls up as sees the free pass car.
So the restarts from here on out, Steve, going to play a monumental role. This is where short track classic racing will unfold. Chris Pastriak's team paying attention to left front suspension on the Dawley's Auto Centers number 75. The bonnet is off the car. Tom Rogers Jr. His exploits here in the Whelen All-American Series, modifieds, 55 wins, 51 career figure 8 wins. Wins in late models and legends as well. But he's never won a NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour event. Can he give car owner Dan Watts his second win of the season? Woody Pitkat gave him his first at the Wall Stadium in May. The Horton Avenue Materials, number 82. Timmy Solomito looking to break into victory lane for his 4th career Modified Tour event here at Riverhead Raceway. It'd be his 21st overall. Kobe back to 10th. Gotta wonder how much he's used up his stuff.
I don't know. He doesn't look like he's been abusing the car at all.
No, but he had that long. But they all had a long green flag run.
I mean, he's still got 70 to go. I don't know if he can get. If anyone can do it, he can.
Rogers may have paid very close attention to what happened to John Beatty Jr. in the Buzz Chew Chevrolet 200, because he's chosen the inside.
Start for Solomito. 82, Tom Rogers Jr. spun the tires on the start. He's able to come back to the lead. Solomito on the outside. Solomito with a run down the back straightaway. The natural, Timmy Solomito to the outside. Rogers shuts the door. Craig Lutz now back into the mix in car number 46. Throw Kyle Soper into that group as well in car number 15. Rogers gets loose. Solomito. They make contact. Here comes Bonsignor now on the inside. Caution flag down. Car number 14, Blake Barney, Roger Turbish, and the 25 of Calvin Carroll, all involved.
Roger Turbish, who won his first career modified event in the Whelen All-American Series event here earlier. The Kennedy Long Island Realty of Bayshore, number 8. And he cannot refire that car. And it will not be a storybook ending for a car that was put together in a matter of days after a trip to the Fury race shops.
Blake Barney, car number 14, involved.
That previous restart, it looked like Rogers spun just ever so slightly. Those tires coming off turn 4, was able to collect and correct, but then like a lap or so later, he got some big loose up in turn 4.
And Timmy Solomito was outside of him at that point. Rogers came up in front of him going into turn 1. Ton of tire smoke off of Solomito's left front tire as it hit the bumper of car number 82. You can see the mark on the right rear corner of the bumper of the 82, Tom Rogers Jr.
Oh, yeah. Gave him a little black stripe there.
Yep. I mean, Tommy came up in front of him there. Timmy was going in. And luckily, Timmy didn't spin him out with any type of contact. So it was the tire that, as you can see on Fans Choice, the right rear corner, which was Timmy Solomito's left front tire. A lot of smoke off of those cars. Both able to stay the course. Tom Rogers Jr. leads. Solomito remains second. Roger Turbish heads to the pit area in the Kennedy Long Island Realty number 8. Another rough one for the Turbish gang. Car number 82, Tom Rogers Jr. leads him around. Timmy Solomito to the east-west Marine go zone. Better restart for Rogers that time. But here comes Solomito. Solomito still on the outside. Bonsignor to the inside of Solomito. Calvin Carroll to the infield. Caution flag down. Caution flag down, car number 64, Robbie Summers, the 49 of Chris Young involved.
See Chris's racing resume right there on the rear deck.
That's what it is. It's his resume. Asking any modified tour owner if he'd like a driver, he'd like to do it.
Unique.
Yep, definitely.
Got 20.
Sapienza, car number 36 to the infield. Sapienza to the pits. Chris Young, car number 49, looking to go to the pits also. Sapienza just cannot get that car to steer into the pits.
It's got a broken right front suspension. Sapienza smart enough to get away from that pit gate.
Chris Young, car number 49 to the pits. So right now, Tom Rogers Jr., your race leader. Sap's going to try it again. They're going to have to tow him in.
Yeah, Sapienza's night's pretty much done at this point.
Car number 82, Tom Rogers Jr., your race leader. Car number 16, Timmy Solomito is second. Justin Bonsignor is third in car number 51. Craig Lutz is fourth. Ronnie Silk fifth. Patrick Emmerling sixth. Kyle Soper seventh. Eric Goodell eighth. Chuck Hosfeld ninth. Doug Kobe remains 10th. John Beatty Jr. 11th. Tommy Catalano 12th. J.R. Bertuccio 13th. J.B. Fortin 14th. Matt Swanson round out your top 15.
NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour has a rule. Once the hook comes to get you, you must exit your car, as Roger Turbish just had to do moments ago. And Sapienza, you can see, kind of telling the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour official, but I want to try to get it right. I want to try to come back out. But once that wrecker, that unique Brigani Brothers Automotive El Camino wrecker, backed up to the SAP Racing Enterprises number 36, Dave must now get out of the car. Pit road is closed. Chris Young did pit before pit road was open, but he also would damage it. Now you see Dave Sapienza, severe back injuries at the Wall Stadium back in May. Bobby Santos will finish the season out in that SAP Racing Enterprises number 36, starting with the Musket 250 at the New Hampshire Speedway on September 21st and 22nd.
Just good to see Dave back.
You know, the fact that he's a workout freak helped him a lot in those injuries that he suffered. Derek Perniciglio, you can see there, NBC Sportsnet trying to catch up to him.
Sapienza had gotten back to about 12th, 13th. Tom Rogers Jr. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah. There's going to be 55 to go.
Yeah.
And you know Rogers is not at all upset at watching these caution flag laps click off.
Nope.
Everybody behind him, not so thrilled. The Buzz Chew Chevrolet Silverado pace car, or should I say pace truck, from Buzz Chew Chevrolet of Southampton. Pace vehicle sponsor here at Riverhead Raceway since 1985.
Tom Rogers Jr. to the inside. Timmy Solomito again to the outside. They'll try and do this again.
Watch this truck. This might impede the progress of Rogers. Nope, clean and green.
Green is out. Solomito with a good start on the outside. Here comes Timmy Solomito. Rogers inside Solomito. Solomito leads him down to the turn number 1 to the lead. Rogers with a big run on the bottom, but Solomito clips the outside wall with his right rear tire. Timmy Solomito to the lead. Tom Rogers Jr. to second. Justin Bonsignor to third. Doug Kobe into the wall in the backstretch. It's a regular Saturday night feature event here at Riverhead Raceway for Timmy Solomito as we got 50 laps to go. Tom Rogers Jr. is second, Justin Bonsignor is third.
Kyle Soper, Patrick Emmerling just bounced off each other as they race for 6th.
Soper will take the spot. Goodale with some contact from Beatty. Hosfeld goes by him on the outside. Kyle Soper, as we said earlier, if he's got something left with 50 to go, he'll try and make a charge. He's now on the bumper of the 46 car of Craig Lutz. Timmy Solomito continues to lead the way. John Beatty Jr. to the inside of Doug Kobe as they get to Eric Goodale. Kobe with a good run on the top. He's into the bumper of Goodale. That opens the door for Beatty. And Beatty will come by as Goodale holds up the 2 car of Doug Kobe. John Beatty Jr. on the march here late. Solomito leads. Car number 82. Tom Rogers Jr. is second. Rogers with a good run off the bottom. Rogers with a good run again on Solomito. Solomito shuts the door.
Solomito getting tight.
Where's that Solomito? Just backing up the corner though. Hold the momentum of the 82.
Got to do it for 42 more laps.
Even if he can save his car for another 10 by doing it. And wear out Rogers' car. See now, Rogers is sideways.
Rogers is going to have some company with Justin Bonsignor. Rogers catches Bonsignor's knuckles in the door when he slams it shut off turn 2.
160 laps down, 40 remain for the natural. Timmy Solomito.
Getting away a little bit.
And Rogers is starting to get loose, but he's still good enough to hold off the 51 of Bonsignor. But remember, early in the event, Kobe made contact with Bonsignor and put him in the fence. And you don't know if,
His right front.
Bonsignor's right front is towed out.
Yeah, he's got a cement ring on that
So,
right front.
I don't mean he put him in the fence. They made contact and Bonsignor
And he brushed
the wall.
You're not racing it unless you touch the fence here.
Oh, yeah. Rimrod.
Bonsignor is running out of patience with Tom Rogers Jr. And he will now come to position number 2. He knows he's got to go.
Timmy Salamito, car number 16. Your race leader, Justin Bonsignor, now to second. Ronnie Silk to the inside of Rogers, comes to third. Greg Lutz inside of Rogers.
Yeah, Rogers is holding on for dear life now.
It goes back to what we said, perhaps too good too early.
And he may have been.
And again, he just got up out of the groove here, so he may be able to claw his way back here as he's on the bumper of the 46 car of Greg Lutz. Timmy Salamito enjoying about a 4-car length advantage. 32 laps to go.
You know what Salamito's saying to himself right now? Oh, please do not let there be another yellow.
No more cautions.
I mean, he's also on a bended knee hoping these lap cars work with him. They are single file ahead of him.
I'm looking who's in front of him. It looks like he's got a pretty decent group here. He now gets 49 and Chris Young Jr., who pulls over basically out of his way. 29 to go for Timmy Salamito. The natural. 1 week ago with a fuel pump problem at Oswego. Had to go to a backup car, had it brought in on a rollback. They went back to finish 8th. Salamito, so proud of his team that day, trying to give them a little something here tonight. What Bonsignor is coming. Salamito leads. Justin Bonsignor is about a 1/10 of a second quicker than Timmy Salamito that time by.
So he's got the fishing pole out, he's baited the hook, and he's reeling in your race leader.
25 to go. And it's been these two guys that have won the majority of the races here. The last 7 that have been contested have either been won by Timmy Salamito or Justin Bonsignor. And at this rate, it looks like they're going to be the ones to settle it out here tonight. 23 to go. Bonsignor within a car length. With lap traffic coming up. Salamito hopes to get to the lap traffic before Bonsignor gets to him so he can pin him back. Use those cars as a pick.
Bonsignor's car just seems to be turning way better. The Phoenix Communications number 51, looking for his 8th career Riverhead Raceway NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour win. The all-time leading winner there, Mighty Mike Uinitsko at 11.
We're getting to Chris Pastriak, pulls to the inside. 20 to go.
Yeah.
And Timmy wants to keep this lap traffic because in the open, Bonsignor's got a shot at him. But if he can keep cars to the inside of him, Bonsignor can't go 3 wide. So Salamito will try to use these lap cars as a pick.
Very good point, Steve. This lap traffic is the best friend that Timmy Salamito has right now.
He will not go. He can't go 3 wide. Oh, caution. Oh, your leader in trouble. But he got through. Not what Timmy Salamito wanted to see. Caution flag down. Car number 33, Wade Cole, and the 64 of Rob Summers get together. This is not what Timmy Salamito wanted to see. He pretty much had it strung out the way he wanted to with lap cars, where Bonsignor would have had to go 3 wide to get by him. Now, it'll be the 2 of them. Ronnie Silk and Craig Lutz. And we've been saying it all night. Craig Lutz has a good car. Does he have enough here at the end to get to these guys?
They got to leapfrog some cars here.
Oh, he's going to be 4th.
He's going to be 4th. Well, if he can follow Bonsignor.
Again, last time they allowed them to choose. I don't know if they're allowing them to do that here today.
We were not in the driver's meeting, so will not assume. Well, I think it's pretty much a touring series-wide rule of thumb that you can.
Every leader has chosen the bottom thus far.
Odd considering what happened here in July. Eric Goodell has had a night that has not panned out quite the way he'd like.
Started off great.
He's taking that GAF roofing, number 58, to the pits, to the attention of his Jason Shepard-led crew. Well, we touted on social media that it was going to be another short track classic. The middle portion of the race with the extended green flag period with Rogers leading. Wouldn't call it a classic, but it was developing into what we're about to see. A restart with basically what's going to be about 10 to go. You mentioned earlier that Salamito, with 20 career wins, tied for 18th on the all-time win list with Howie Brody and Ronnie Herra. Justin Bonsignor with 14 career wins at Riverhead Raceway, 7 of which have been on the tour.
188 down, 189 when we get to the line. 11 remain. It's like a heat race with a lot more on the line. Green is out. Bonsignor leads him out in the backstretch. Salamito sends it in. They make contact. Bonsignor to the lead. Here comes Craig Lutz. Lutz to the outside of Silk. He'll come to third. Rogers to the inside of Silk. He climbs up on the car. Around he goes. Caution flag down. Car number 82, Tom Rogers Jr. Got in hot, climbed up on the 85 of Ronnie Silk. And Rogers went around.
You know who may be the happiest guy in the world to see this caution?
Craig Lutz.
Third place car, Craig Lutz.
Yeah, Rogers trying to get in there. Slight contact from the 15 of Kyle Soper into the back of the 85, knocked him down a little bit while Rogers was trying to go underneath him. And that's where the contact was made. Justin Bonsignor, car number 51, betters Timmy Salamito on that restart. Craig Lutz now back to third. This thing is far from over, folks. Justin Bonsignor, your race leader. Timmy Salamito, second. Craig Lutz, third. Fourth is Ronnie Silk, and fifth, car number 15, Kyle Soper. Great run for the Riverhead regular. Kyle Soper to fifth. When they take the green, it'll be lap 196. It'll be 4 to go. Bonsignor, Salamito. Good restart on the top for Salamito. Bonsignor, Salamito with a run. Silk with a problem. Flat tire. Caution flag down.
Blake Barney, Chris Young, Ron Silk, left rear flat tire, among other things.
That's what caused that. Silk had a flat tire from the contact with Rogers on the previous caution. So when Silk got going, the tire went flat. So unfortunate for Blake Barney. It's wild. We get a long green flag run, and then just piled with a bunch of cautions.
We got to get the 85 because he's third in the points.
That was a good restart, unfortunately, for Timmy Solomito. He was right there with Bonsignor. Now it's going to come down to a green-white checkered finish.
Yeah, no question about it.
Ronnie Silk in the pit area. They work on that left rear tire.
Right now, up until the 54, Tommy Catalano are the cars being shown currently on the lead lap.
And he's 14th.
Going to be another overtime finish for the Miller Lite 200 here today at Riverhead Raceway.
Kyle Soper now to 4th. Never know, Bob Finan. Green, white, checkered.
Anything can and usually does happen.
Justin Bonsignor, your race leader, car number 51. Timmy Solomito to the outside. Green, white, checkered finish here. Off the race, they make contact. Green is out. Solomito with a run on the outside. Bonsignor on the inside. Oh, they make contact. White flag down. Solomito to the back bumper of Bonsignor. Solomito going to try to get to him. He's going to be unable to do it. It's going to be Justin Bonsignor. He does it again. Justin Bonsignor. Car number 51. Takes down the win. Timmy Solomito, car number 16, comes home second. Craig Lutz, car number 46, is your third place finisher. Bonsignor has done it again in car number 51. Bonsignor in victory lane. What a job by these guys. This entire team. Timmy Salamito with another tough one. Comes home second. Let's go downstairs to Bob Finey. Bobby.
We're going to yield to Derek Perniciglio and NBC Sports Net for the Victory Lane interview at first. And the Miller Lite trophy is on its way, I'm sure, with John Elwood. There it is. Gene Ullman of ASI Racewear. We'll bring that out and put it on the car. Timmy Salamito debriefing with his crew, Craig Lutz. Boy, Lutz was in the right spot. If anything happened a little more extravagant than it did happen with the top two cars. And we'll go down and get words with these second and third place drivers while NBC Sportsnet does their interview with Justin Bonsignor. Of course, they'll also be interviewing Timmy Salamito and Craig Lutz. Don't forget, you're all welcome into the pit area after tonight's races. Happy birthday to Kim Hyde. Happy birthday, Sarah Sylvester. There'll be some good parties in the pits. All right, I let him catch his breath. In my world, anyway. Runner-up finish here tonight. Not what you wanted, Timmy. I know it's winter. Anything else is really not that great. But second place finish, not a bad points night for the Flamingo Motorsports team after a yeoman's effort last week at Oswego to get an eighth. Things are pointing in the right direction, heading to the stretch run of 3 races.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys gave me a great car tonight. You just can't be on the outside here anymore. The guys on the bottom, they just want to run you up. We got ran up in the beginning of the race, fought back, got back to the lead, and then, just kind of got run up a little bit at the end of the race, But, hey, it's what you got to do here. The spray on the outside of the track makes it pretty good, and the guy leading the show knows that. So, hopefully it was exciting for the fans. Wanted one spot better, but we'll take what we can get.
Timmy Salamito, runner-up here in the Miller Lite 200. And now come on over to Craig Lutz. And Craig Lutz on that last restart third. Boy, you were in the right position. If anything more drastic happened to those top 2 cars, I'm not going to say maybe you were hoping it would, but you were there.
Yeah, we were there. Just a little too tight to capitalize. The 2 guys in front of me, they're really good. So another third place finish is a good run for us.
And you're heading out of the Musket 250 at New Hampshire Speedway. Stretch run of 3 races. I still feel as though there's a victory in one of them for you.
I sure hope so.
How about some of the people you'd like to thank?
Russell Goodell, my crew chief Doug Ojico, all the guys who make this happen, Riverhead Builds and Supply, Lolly's Hut, just everyone who makes it possible.
Craig Lutz has been knocking on the door with all these podium finishes on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Has just not yet broken into that hollowed ground known as Modified Tour Victory Lane. All right, now you got to talk to the old guy. Well, well, well. Career win number 8 on the Whelen Modified Tour here, and it was another hard-fought win.
What's that?
It was another hard-fought win. You know, again, you and Timmy Salamito, the go-kart buddies, well, friends, well, foes. And again, Timmy said it. The outside is so good here that the guy in the bottom has to take a different tact.
Yeah, we talked about it this morning. There's nothing on the bottom. It happened, so many restarts. I saw Timmy and Tommy getting into it, and but the way they moved the restart line, you couldn't take the outside and be the leader. It just was too risky. But we had a really good car. It stayed pretty good. We, obviously we got the second there, and had about 50 laps to run Timmy down. I found some grip down low and was making some headway there, but it was going to be a hell of a battle if it stayed green. His car was still really good, but and then we were deep in lap traffic. But we were able to get that restart, and I got good drive on the top, and he kind of spun his tires a lot, and I was able to hold him down into one. And if you can get your left front in front of them into one as the outside guy, it's just you kind of control what they're going to do. And we were able to muscle the lead away from him, and then pretty much two green white checkers back to back there, and we were pretty even. Damn near spun out coming to the white there, but I'll just thank Eddie and Connie and everybody at Riverhead and all my guys, Phoenix Communications, Ryan Stone, the whole team. Ken Massa deal. It's cool to get another win here. That's 4 in a row. I think that's it's pretty special. I like the history of our series, and proud that now we have that as in our hat.
4 in a row, 8 on the career, and you're on. You got the Big Mo going for you with the win at Oswego last week, a very historic place. Win here at Riverhead, and the Big 3, the Musket 250, the Fall Final, and the World Series. Yeah,
it's going to take a little bit to get back in it here, but we had to obviously win the race. That'll take care of some points there. So, long way to go to catch Doug, but we're not going to go down without a fight.
Indeed, he won't. Justin Bonsignor, the Phoenix Communications, number 51, taking down the Miller Lite 200 win, and a great trophy from ASI Racewear. This trophy lights up. It's like a nightlight in Justin's bedroom. In case he has to get up in the middle of the night, he's got a nightlight. Ladies and gentlemen, next Saturday night, our NASCAR Whelen All-American Series Modifieds will go 100 laps on Whelen First Responders Night. All firefighters, law enforcement, military, and EMTs will be admitted with valid ID into the general admission gates for 50% off. That's right, you'll see 100 laps of ground-pounding NASCAR modified action for just $15 next Saturday night, and throw on the death-defying Figure 8 stock cars, street stocks, and many other divisions, plus the First Responders Race. The Whelen Engineering First Responders Race coming up next Saturday, September 14th, here at Riverhead Raceway. 2 weeks from tonight, it'll be the National Demolition Derby Championship, September 21st. All the information on the last 3 weekends at Riverhead Raceway, available at www.riverheadraceway.com. On behalf of Eddie and Connie Partridge, Tom Gatz, General Manager John Elwood, this is Bob Biden for Steve Halpin saying good night, everybody, and please drive home safely. And we'll, I think the track security can let the people into the pit area so they can go meet and greet these modified tour stars, as well as our Whelen All-American Series divisions. It's okay to open the pit gates. The party is in the pits.